Welcome to Flourishing in Faith, the place where you can discover stories of hope, truth, and glory, as well as find life hacks to live your faith more fully. Hi, I'm Julie, a daughter of God, certified professional life coach, wife, and mother of four. After trying to do everything the wrong way, I've been overwhelmed by healing, joy, and freedom through Jesus and the gifts of grace He makes available to each and every one of us. My passion is to share what I've been given with others. I'm glad you're here. Let's begin. Jenny Teeters is an author, speaker, dually certified life coach practitioner, trainer, and devout Catholic, based in the charming landscapes of South Carolina. With a heart dedicated to positivity, faith, and service, Jenny has spent over 30 years in leadership positions in the world of high-tech corporate life. Alongside her professional journey, Jenny is a proud wife and mother of two daughters. She's committed to faith and personal growth, which has led her to launch her coaching business, guiding clients to overcome obstacles, reach their goals, and achieve fulfillment. Drawing from Jenny's own experience, she's embraced the transformative power of 12-step recovery, a path that has shaped both her personal and professional life. You'll find how to connect with Jenny on social media, explore her coaching services, register for her course, or download free resources at jennyteeters.com. So I had a great conversation with Jenny, and I can't wait to share all of it with you. But for now, here's a little sneak peek into what you can expect. And if you stay tuned till the end, there's some really great wisdom here. All right, guys, so here's a little sneak peek of the next episode, a little preview for you. Let's check it out. I think most serious Christians have come to this understanding that one of the best gifts that they can do is to be of service. And that's also part of the recovery world as well. So in your book, you said before you entered recovery, you talked about how, I have a quote here pulled up, I had trained everybody around me that I would always be of service and I would always put their needs first. And the truth was, I was not willing to communicate my needs. I was not willing to love myself enough to say what I needed. I was training everyone how to treat me. And then you said you had a fear of being rejected and of your once being called selfish. I think there are a lot of people who could relate to that, because the thing is, before you were serving and now you're serving. But in my opinion, they're two completely different approaches to service. Can you talk a little bit about what's different now?
Yes, and I would say it was a lot more pleasing than serving before. This is that codependency. This is people pleasing. This is love me because I'm doing these things. So I was training everyone in the house that I would eat last. I would clean up. I would stop whatever I was doing to meet needs. My family is extremely loving, and they weren't like, Mom, get me this or that. This is self-induced martyrdom almost.
Yeah.
And so what it's like now is I can freely give and give with love and not out of any kind of fear. And there are other things in friendships or definitely in work, like just people pleasing out of fear. And now I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid at work. I do a good job, and I'm not afraid. Oh, if my boss doesn't like this, if I don't get this quite right, will something in my future career or bonus or something be at risk? So much fear is gone.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, because the thing is, on the outside, it could look exactly the same. You're making food for your family, but I've found the difference is just what you say, where either we're working for love or we're working from love. And it's like when my kids are getting dressed to go to school. I have a very young one, and he would put his shoes on and then he'd be frustrated because he couldn't get his socks on. And it's like, you need socks and shoes, but wrong order. You have to put your socks on first. And that's, for me, exactly what you were saying is the difference between unhealthy service and the true heart of Christian service is God takes those good things and he puts them back in the right order. And he says, you are loved, you are worthy. And so then you're not afraid. He'll never leave you. and you don't have to have the fear of abandonment. And so then you can voice what you need, and that love doesn't move, that love doesn't change. So we're rooted in that. And so then we can serve from love instead of, like you said, if I don't do this, if I don't perform just right, if I am not the perfect mom, the good mom, whatever the heck that means, right? Then that means something about my identity. It's like Jesus comes down and he just, no, they're not the
Yeah.
same. And that is a step towards freedom too, that we can have. And I think that was a beautiful way that you showed that in your story.
Oh, thank you. And we joke, our family are like very much all have great sense of humor, and we love laughing with each other and at each other and laughing at ourselves. I made a pot pie this last weekend, and I'll joke around and say, this is a resentment-free meal. Like, this is a full of love pot pie here that we're having. So and we all get it. Yeah, because no one wants us to go backwards. So it's very beautiful.
Thank you for listening to Flourishing in Faith. You can learn more about this ministry, share prayer requests, send questions, or even share your own glory story by visiting lifewithchristisbeautiful.com. If you found this episode helpful and think others might too, please rate us and review us or share this with others. All right, lovelies. As Pope Francis says, please pray for me. I'll be praying for you. Thanks.